This is the afternoon video update. This is for Thursday, the 7th of September. I'm James Spann. Alabama's weather looking nice and quiet for a while, mostly dry through Monday of next week. The tropics very active with Lee and a new tropical depression on the board. Let's go to the upper air look, and we've got troughing over the eastern states, and that is pushing down a pretty good surge of dry air into Alabama and the deep south. The upper high located well to the west. Check the visible satellite view. The sky mostly sunny across Alabama this afternoon. And the radar composite. We're live here at 2:31. Got a few scattered showers along Interstate 10, Mobile and Baldwin counties in the Florida Panhandle. But again, most of the state dry, and most of the state stays dry through early next week. Temperatures over the northern counties of the state are in the low to mid-80s. Look at Cullman and Haleyville, 82. Gadsden, 87, Birmingham, 84. But to the south, we've still got mid-90s for Montgomery, Dothan, and Mobile. And even down there, numbers will be coming down tomorrow as that new air mass drops on down to the south. Here's the watch warning map across the nation today. We've got heat advisories west of the state, a severe thunderstorm watch in effect to the northeast, parts of Maryland, Pennsylvania, and New York. Got a risk of severe storms east of Alabama from the Florida Panhandle up into parts of New England. That actually clips the southeastern corner of Alabama. We have a marginal risk of severe storms. That is level 1 out of level 5 this evening for areas south of a line from near Andalusia to Phoenix City. And storms in the southeastern corner of the state that form could produce strong gusty winds for the next few hours. But again, much of the state in a very dry air mass. Tomorrow, Alabama dry. A chance of severe storms from northern Virginia into Maine. Also a chance of severe storms west of Alabama, parts of Louisiana and eastern Texas. And on day 3, which is Saturday, got a few marginal risks and scattered spots around the country, but our weather will likely stay quiet. Really not much rain for Alabama for the next 7 days. And again, we'll have the chance of a few scattered storms this evening over South Alabama. The chance of scattered showers statewide toward the middle of next week, but obviously not much. That's the rain valid through Thursday morning of next week. So the topic will be the tropics today. That's our focus. We have a new tropical depression on the board. Tropical depression number 14. That is in the eastern Atlantic. We have Hurricane Lee. And the X way up there in the North Atlantic, that's the ghost of Franklin, and that's just too far north. That will not be a tropical system. So basically 2 systems to focus on. Tropical Depression 14, Hurricane Lee. That's the 7-day outlook. First off, TD number 14 will likely become Tropical Storm Margot at some point over the next 24 hours. But notice it curves to the north, becoming a hurricane by early next week. But it's in the middle of nowhere. No threat to land. So the focus will be on Hurricane Lee, and this thing is rapidly intensifying. It looks very well organized, a pinhole eye developing. The last advisory, as I do this update at 2:33 Central Time, had the winds at 105 miles per hour, but most likely it's stronger than that. Here's a look at the track, new track from the Hurricane Center. They bring this up to major hurricane status really tonight. Stays a major hurricane right on through Tuesday morning of next week. And Tuesday morning, the position is east of the Bahamas and well to the north of Puerto Rico. And once again, there's just not much change in the thinking here. Now, this is the GFS ensemble suite. And almost all the members except for one, there's always an outlier, but you can see what happens here. This turns sharply to the north and then curves north-northeast, stays well east of the east coast of the United States. Having said that, all up and down the east coast, we're going to see huge waves, swells, dangerous rip currents. But the system itself stays far to the east, and of course our friends in Bermuda will have to watch this carefully. And also our friends in Nova Scotia will have to watch this. It might pass east of there, but there's a chance we might see landfall in 8 or 9 days over Nova Scotia. But no threat at all to the Gulf of Mexico. Wind intensity, and obviously this thing stays a 4 or 5, category 4 or 5 for the next 5 days. Very, very violent, dangerous storm. Thankfully, pretty much stays over the open water. So model fans, here we go, the GFS. This is the 12Z run, valid tomorrow afternoon at 4. Upper high, 594 upper high near El Paso. We got a trough over the southeastern states. And again, a really nice day tomorrow. Sunny, less humid. Highs in the 80s for North Alabama, low 90s for South Alabama. A great night for high school football tomorrow night. This is Saturday, and again, if there's a shower, it would most likely be near the Georgia state line. Places like Galesville or Ranburne or Wadowee, Roanoke, Phoenix City, Eufaula. But for most of the state, Saturday should be a dry day, mostly sunny. We start the day well down in the 60s. We'll probably see some 50s for the cooler pockets. A little fall feel early Saturday morning. And again, 80s for North Alabama, low 90s for the southern counties. Same thing on Sunday. Most all the state dry. And we're dry for Monday. And Tuesday looks dry. Then Wednesday will introduce the chance of showers as a surface front approaches from the north. And a week from today, this is Thursday the 14th. Again, troughing developing over the eastern states, and that will be turning Lee northward, keeping it off the coast. In fact, let me take my box off, and you can see the position of Hurricane Lee well east of the Carolinas, far east of the east coast of the United States. But again, with this being a powerhouse hurricane, the east coast will see huge waves and dangerous rip currents. And in terms of Alabama weather next Thursday, a week from today, when that front eases in here with a chance of showers and possibly a thunderstorm. So let's go out 10 days. This is Sunday, September 17th. Pretty good vortex north of Duluth, Minnesota. Broad troughing down through here. That looks quiet and probably seasonal. Rain for Birmingham coming off the GFS ensemble. You're looking for the green line. That's the mean of the ensemble members, and really not much. 1/2 to 1 inch between now and the 22nd of September. Temperatures for Birmingham coming off the NBM, National Blend of Models. 84 tomorrow, mid-80s for the weekend. Upper 80s Monday, Tuesday. Then you can see that new surge of cooler air dropping in for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week. Highs dropping in the low 80s, lows way down in the 60s. And again, inevitably, we're going to see some 50s for the cooler pockets over the next 7 days. And hot off the presses. Got the brand new 8 to 14-day guidance. This is for September 15th through September 21st. And you can see the northern half of the state will likely see temperatures below average, maybe a little above average across extreme South Alabama. Let's roll that kid cam. Man, we had a good time today in Butler, Choctaw County, Patrician Academy, home of the PA Saints, and they are looking good. We had a marvelous time today talking about weather, the science of weather, and meteorology. And look at that cookie. Yes, indeed. I like that a lot. Man, that's awesome. But the kids were just so good today. You guys were great. So to all the teachers, the administrative staff, and all the students at Patrician Academy in Butler, thanks a lot for a marvelous, marvelous visit earlier today. You guys are looking good. Tomorrow, going to be at Leeds Elementary School, home of the Green Wave. And then tomorrow evening, we'll be at Pell City High School, home of the Panthers, for Friday Night Rivals, live on ABC 3340 at 4, 5, and 6. We'll be on Blitz Game Day on My 68 at 6:30 tomorrow evening. The game itself begins at 7. Again, that's Clay Chalkville at Pell City. Saturday, a book signing, Strange Brew Coffee in Tuscaloosa on University Boulevard, just a block away from Bryant-Denny Stadium, noon until 3. It's a great place to hang out before the game, the Alabama-Texas game. That's a 6 o'clock kickoff Saturday evening. Got a new book. Our new children's book is out, Benny and Chipper, The Wonder of Thunder. And, of course, the original Benny and Chipper is available as well. We've got all the weather shirts, hats, the original books. All you can do is pray, Weathering Life. I promise it will be fun. We take piles of pictures, tell a lot of stories, and we have some good laughs. So, again, Strange Brew Coffee. That's the one in Tuscaloosa, not Starkville, the one in Tuscaloosa, from noon to 3 on Saturday. Hope to see you guys there. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, right across the hall in Studio A. That's ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.